Stop everything right now and look at your cat. Are they staring intensely at what looks like absolutely nothing? Maybe they're doing that creepy frozen pose where they look like they've seen a ghost? Well, I'm about to blow your mind with what your fluffy angel is actually seeing. And I promise you'll never look at that empty corner the same way again. What I'm about to reveal has been confirmed by veterinary scientists, and honestly, it's both fascinating and slightly terrifying. What they are seeing might make you question everything you think you know about your own eyesight. Number 1. Your cat has superhero vision. Here's the first mind-blowing fact. Your cat can literally see things that are invisible to you. I'm not talking about some mystical sixth sense. I'm talking about actual, scientific, measurable light spectrums that your human eyes are completely blind to. Cats can see ultraviolet light. Let that sink in for a second. While you're looking at what appears to be an empty wall, your cat might be watching an entire UV light show that's completely invisible to your inferior human vision. Research published in the journal Proceedings of the Royal Society proved that cats, along with many other animals, can detect UV wavelengths that create patterns, marks, and movements we literally cannot perceive. Imagine if someone told you that there's been a whole other dimension of reality happening around you this entire time, but you've been walking around with special glasses that block it out. That's essentially what's happening. Your cat is living in a world with an extra color spectrum that you don't even know exists. But wait, it gets weirder. Many household items like your laundry detergent, certain fabrics, even some plants, glow under UV light. So when your cat is staring at your boring white shirt hanging on the chair, they might actually be watching it pulse with colors that would make a rave jealous. Your house isn't just a house to your cat. It's basically a disco with invisible lighting effects only they can see. But UV vision is just the beginning of your cat's superpower arsenal. Here's something that will make you feel like you need glasses. Number 2. The high-speed cinema eyes. Your cat's eyes process the world at a speed that makes ours look like an old laggy computer. Scientists call this the flicker fusion rate. Basically, how many frames per second your brain can stitch together before it looks like smooth motion. For humans, it tops out around 60 frames per second. For cats, way higher. That means a ceiling fan that looks like a blur to you might appear as individual spinning blades to your cat. The flicker of a TV screen, the twitch of a bug wing, or even the tiniest rustle of movement in dim light all stand out like neon signs in their field of vision. So while you're watching life in standard definition, your cat is streaming reality in high frame rate, like living inside a Marvel-level action sequence where every flicker, twitch, and flutter gets noticed. That blank stare into space. They're not zoning out. They're tuned into a show playing at a speed your eyes will never catch. Number 3. The electromagnetic field detective. Now prepare to have your mind completely blown. Recent research suggests that cats might be able to detect electromagnetic fields. Yes, you heard that right. Your fluffy angel might basically be a living EMF detector with whiskers. A study published in Animal Cognition found that cats show behavioral changes around electrical devices and magnetic fields. This could explain why your cat stares at areas near your Wi-Fi router, electrical outlets, or that spot where all your electronic devices are plugged in. They're not seeing ghosts. They're detecting invisible electromagnetic activity that our human senses can't pick up. Think about your house for a second. It's absolutely loaded with electromagnetic fields, your phone chargers, computer, TV, and microwave, to name a few. All of these create invisible energy fields that might appear as actual visual phenomena to your cat. Imagine if you could suddenly see every Wi-Fi signal, every electrical current, every magnetic field in your house. You'd probably spend a lot of time staring at nothing, too. This might also explain why cats sometimes seem to predict earthquakes or storms. They're able to pick up on electromagnetic changes in the environment that happen before natural disasters. If your cat has ever changed your life in quiet, beautiful ways, you'll find your people in the Feline Peeps school community. It's where stories are shared, questions are asked, and the love we have for our angels in fur is always understood. limited founding spots come with free lifetime access, so get yours today. Click the pinned comment to join this one-of-a-kind community now. Number 4. The frequency detectives. Your cat's hearing is so advanced that they can detect sounds at frequencies that don't even register in your human brain. Cats can hear frequencies up to 64,000 Hz, while humans max out around 20,000 Hz. That means there's an entire world of sounds happening around you that you're completely deaf to. What kinds of sounds exist in these ultra-high frequencies? Mouse and rat communications, insect movements, electrical equipment humming, even the sound of air moving through tiny spaces. Veterinary behaviorist Dr. Patricia McConnell explains that cats often orient toward high-frequency sounds that indicate prey activity. So when your cat is laser-focused on that empty corner, they might be listening to the equivalent of a mouse podcast being broadcast at a frequency your ears can't detect. This also explains why cats sometimes seem to react to nothing right before you hear something yourself. They're not predicting the future, they're just hearing the approaching delivery truck or visitor about 30 seconds before our inferior human ears catch up. They're basically living with early warning systems that make them seem psychic when they're really just acoustically superior. Now here's where it gets really wild. Imagine experiencing all of these sensory abilities at once. Your cat isn't just seeing UV light or hearing ultrasonic frequencies or detecting electromagnetic fields. They're experiencing all of these simultaneously, creating a sensory experience so rich and complex that our human brains can't even comprehend it. When your cat does that intense staring thing, they might be simultaneously tracking a microscopic insect with their supervision, listening to ultrasonic communications with their mega hearing, and detecting electromagnetic changes with their built-in EMF sensors. It's like they're living in a 4D movie while we're stuck watching our regular TV. This is why that empty corner of your room might be the most entertaining spot in your house from your cat's perspective. It could be the perfect intersection of UV light patterns, air currents carrying microscopic debris, electrical field fluctuations, and high-frequency sounds. To your cat, that corner isn't empty. It's basically the entertainment capital of your house. And the creepiest part? Sometimes when your cat is staring intensely at nothing, they're probably seeing, hearing, and sensing more activity in that spot than you experience in your entire day. We're basically living in a sensory-limited version of reality, while our cats are experiencing the premium, high-definition, surround sound 4D version. Tell us in the comments, has your cat ever stared at something and made you feel like there was actually something there? So what does this mean for you? First, when your cat goes into stare mode, try to appreciate that you're witnessing a creature with genuinely superhuman abilities doing what they were designed to do. Your cat isn't ignoring you when they're locked onto that empty space. They're just temporarily overwhelmed by sensory information that your brain literally cannot process. Secondly, the next time someone asks why cats are so mysterious and seem to know things we don't, now you know they actually do know things we don't. Your cat isn't weird for staring at nothing. We're weird for not being able to see what they're seeing. But don't worry, they still love you despite your sensory limitations, though they probably judge your inability to detect that mouse conversation happening behind the refrigerator. Now, before I wrap this up, let's address the elephant in the room, or should I say, the ghost in the corner. Many cat parents swear their cats can see supernatural entities. And honestly, with all these sensory superpowers, maybe the line between scientific explanation and paranormal activity isn't as clear as we think. If cats can detect electromagnetic fields, ultra-high frequencies, and light spectrums we can't see, who's to say they can't detect other phenomena that science hasn't figured out how to measure yet? Maybe what we call paranormal is just normal activity happening at frequencies and wavelengths that only our cats can perceive. Drop a comment for us and tell me about your cat's weirdest staring episode. Where do they stare? What time of day? Do they do the chattering thing? Have you ever felt like they were seeing something you couldn't? If this video just blew your mind and made you look at your cat completely differently, hit that like button, and subscribe for more cat secrets that will make you question everything you thought you knew about your kitty. And watch this next video because you'll be addicted to finding out what other secrets they're keeping.